Hello, my name is Mary Fortune. I'm a sweet little ferret made of cake and cotton wool. I also think it's accurate to call me Spectre's biggest fan. And today I'm going to be reacting to the May 15th Master Duel meta leaks regarding the newest Duel Links update, since there's been rumors and speculation that Spectre will be the next character. Obviously, in the English translation, Let's Duel's quite ambiguous, a little less so in the Japanese, where it is Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. But even so, I've been tempering my expectations, just so I don't get my heart broken. It would genuinely crush me if I got too excited that Spectre is coming to Duel Links 6 month, only for it to be some random character from GX that no one cares about, because that feels like something Duel Links would do specifically not only to spite me, but also everyone else waiting for Fubuki to come to Duel Links. So let's just hop in. Obviously, I am hoping to see Plaidsport. I'm hoping to see the Sunavalons. So let's find out. First row, nothing too interesting for me. I don't know much about the Infernobles, so that's what these cards are. And I also just see some like Dragon Link stuff, not super exciting. Same kind of deal, more Infernobles, Astolfo, Captain Oliver and such. But it is down in this row where I am seeing some really exciting news. So obviously starting with Sunavalon Bloom, this is huge because I had seen some speculation on Reddit, where else, that Sunavalon Bloom and like Daphne won't be coming, Dry Trentier might be coming, Melius might be coming. But so seeing them all in one pack, really heartening. I'm absolutely over the moon to see Dry Trentier. That is my mother-in-law. I love her so much. She's gorgeous. With enough firepower, you can revive a dying star. And of course, we have Draenor and Daphne. Daphne's interesting. I don't think she'll be too relevant in this format, but obviously all of these cards suffer from the squished in version that Duel Links plays. So gonna be some pros and cons. Melius, really good to see. Sunseed Shadow, let's go. Sunseed Twin, especially in combination with Sunline Sewing. Excellent, because obviously you always want to search Sewing to get Twin off Sewing for the absolute maximum value of Ingenious Loci. So it's very exciting. Speaking of which, there's Gardener, Healer. Free my girl, she did nothing wrong. Sunvine Maiden, yep. Sunvine Shrine, Sunvine Sewing. Again, let's go. This is really huge. This is also really good, but I always thought Shrine was a given. Okay, then we've got Agent of Destruction. Obviously not a Sunavalon card, so let's just keep going along. And then we get to Traptrix, Genlicia, and Vesiculo. A bit disappointing in the Traptrix department. I've got a bingo card, and I've been really wanting to see basically what the Spectre event brings, and this has my hopes and expectations, and I did predict Traptrix support, but 2 cards is kind of a disappointment. But hey, 2 is better than none is what I always say, so that's really exciting. I'm really happy to see them. Obviously, I'm super happy to see the other cards. I'm a bit nervous that Dryas and Loci are not immediately in this pack. So that to me implies that they're either going to be event rewards or level up rewards. So a little nerve-wracking, but I mean, it makes sense. Really good starters, so a bit hard to say what their rarities will be. That's something I'm kind of going to take a stab in the dark and say. Just like in Master Duel, Sunvine Healer will be a rare, Sunvine Gardener rare, Daphne SR. They might increase Bloom's rarity, and they might also increase Sunvine's rarity. Shrine, I think, is fine as a rare. Obviously, UR, SR, normal, maybe a rare, normal. So yeah, that's my predictions. Whether or not they're accurate, who is to say? Who knows what they are cooking over in the Duel Links laboratory. Obviously now I've got the speed duel skills, so Link skill 1, you can only use this skill if your extra deck contains an earth monster. At the beginning of the duel, gain 1500 life points. Once per turn during your main phase, you can choose 1 Link monster on the field. Gains 300. I just realized something. Where is Thasha? So Thasha might also be I think Thasha will be an event reward. That makes sense. Kind of strong in this format. Okay, back to the Link skills. Sorry. Had that brainwave. Now back to the Link skills. If an earth monster is on your field in your graveyard, the chosen monster gains 300 additional attack points until the end of the turn. Yeah, that feels like a nice basic Spectre skill. You can only use this skill if your extra deck contains a Dark Link monster. At the beginning of the duel, gain 1500 life points once per turn during the main phase, you can choose one link monster in your field and it gains 300 attack until the end of the turn. If a dark monster is on your field or in your graveyard, the chosen monster gains an additional 300 attack. That feels like Dragon Link, maybe? A random revolver skill, maybe? Hard to say since obviously you can see down here it says Varus, so it's like, is this meant to be a Spectre? Surely not. Is it like one of those generic-y skills? That makes sense. Okay, Link 3. You can use your skill's effect once per duel. Return Link monsters in your graveyard whose combined Link rating is 4 or less to your extra deck. Then you can make a face-up monster on your opponent's field lose attack equal to that combined Link rating times 100. So that is a lot of ways to say your opponent loses 400 likes attack. That also feels like a Spectre skill, maybe? Hard to say. Agent skill, don't care. Playmaker and I, sure, let's read this one. You only use the skill's second and third effects once per duel. You can not normal or special summon monsters except Cyburst type monsters. Yeah, for a second there, I was kind of hoping they were giving a stealth Spectre skill to Playmaker and I, because I've seen speculation saying Sunavalons might be good equipped to Playmaker, but clearly not yet, at least. There's a Link 5 monster in your extra deck. Reveal 1 Firewall. Okay, they're trying to make ritual monsters a thing. I see. Monster in your hand. Banish 1 Cyburst, Magician, Cyburst, Clock Dragon, Cyburst, Quantum Dragon. Firewall, Xyz Dragon, Firewall Dragon from outside your deck. Then add 1 Signet spell card from your deck to your hand. If you used on turn 2 onwards, also add 1 Signet rollback from your outside your deck to your hand. During the turn, you successfully summon Decode Talk or return to up to 5 monsters that are banished or in your graveyard to your deck. Sweet! Varus skill, let's go! You can only use the skill's third and fourth effects once per duel. You cannot normal or special summon any monsters except for Dragon/Cyburst type Dark Attribute monsters. You can normal summon monsters with 4,000 combined attack and defense with attribute. That's kind of cool. Send 2 level 7 or higher Dragon type monsters from your hand or deck to the graveyard, at least 1 from the hand, and then add 1 monster with 4,000 combined attack and defense from your deck to your hand. For the rest of this turn, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except the Link monsters. That kind of hurts them since they do have the fusion and stuff. If your opponent has a monster in their field or graveyard, play 1 Link 2 Laurel monster from your extra deck. I don't know anything about the meta, but I feel like that has its pros and cons. I'm sure someone with more nuance than me could go through that. Zombies Exchange, don't care. Trapstick skill. Oh! There are named Spectre skills? Is this not meant to be a Spectre skill? I'm so confused. I'm getting ahead of myself. I kind of want to explore it in the order it is appearing on the screen, so I'm going to temper myself again. Go to Traptrick skill. You can only use this skill if your deck, excluding the extra deck, contains 12 or more Traptrix monsters. Is there even enough to do that? I mean, you get 3 of the 2 new cards, I guess, maybe. Monsters. And all your monsters in your extra deck are Xyz monsters. You can use this skill's first effect once per turn and the second effect once per duel. 1. Play it. 1 Traptrix monster from your hand. Pretty neat. There's already a monster which does that, and I'm thinking it's not in the game yet. I think it's, which Traptrix monster am I thinking of? Hopefully I'll put it on the screen in post if I remember. Now, on turn 2 onwards, send 1 Traptrix monster or 1 whole normal trap card from your hand to the graveyard, then add 1 treacherous trap hole to your deck from outside your deck. Then you can add 1 Traptrix monster or 1 trap hole normal trap card from your deck to your hand. I mean, I'd use this skill if I was to play Traptrix. I don't think it's amazing, I don't think it's the worst. Again, someone with more knowledge than me can speak to that. I'm just here to be excited about my beloved. Plant skill. This skill's effect can be used once per turn and twice per duel. Neat. Return 3 plant-type monsters in your graveyard to your deck and draw 1 card. That slaps. I like that. I'd put that on Spectre. Spectre skill 1. You can use this skill's second and third effect once per duel. You cannot special summon monsters except Earth attribute plant-type monsters and or Link monsters. That's very restricted. Makes me nervous. Shuffle. 1 monster from your hand into the deck to add 1 Sunseed or Sunvine effect monster from your deck to your hand. Okay, you can't use this yet, Loci. That immediately strikes me as bad. Because we don't know yet how you get Genius Loci. So let's keep going, because I am seeing Genius Loci in blue, so let's keep going. If your opponent controls a monster, return 1 plant-type monster that is banished or in your hand, field, or graveyard. I like the versatility of all these places you can get this card. Then you can set 1 Sunseed Genius Loci from your deck to your field. Its battle position can be changed. That's pretty cool. I was a bit worried for the first half, but now I'm like, you know what? I'm cool with it. That feels like a good solid skill. Does illuminate for me a little bit that we will be getting Sunseed Genius Loci not as a skill since it's setting it from the deck and it was coming from outside the deck. That would be very worrisome. But let's go. This is a solid skill. It makes sense. It's restricted to hell and back. Spectre skill number 2. At the beginning of the duel, add ace cards to your deck/extra deck. What does that mean? You mean like the really good cards or like the couple of ace cards? I'm so confused. During the end phase of a turn that you took damage from an opponent's card, gain 500 life points. That second one's just Dryas. Sure, why not? I guess. I guess if you wanted to like really go ham on the aroma package, is that even? I don't even know if there was enough room to be like doing the aroma package. Like it really depends. Like I have a deck ready, and it's like I'm going to need more card slots because obviously you want to at least be consistent and small, so around 20 cards. Maybe the meta will be. Let's keep going. The skill's effect can only be used once per turn. Can be used before your normal draw. One of the cards from your normal draw list will be. Oh, that's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. I'm stumbling through this one. I do not. It is not lost on me that the simplest one is the one that I'm like getting tongue-tied on, but let's go again. Can be used before your normal draw. One of the cards from your normal draw this turn will be one Sunseed Genius Loci from your deck. That is pretty sick. That is excellent. I'm completely happy with this. This is a really good skill in my opinion. See, like you don't eat all this garbage. This is perfectly fine. Like this is still a really solid skill. This one is pretty meh. It's like, okay, it exists. I'm sure it'll be nice for the aroma package, but I just don't know if the aroma package is going to be that good. Remains to be seen, okay? We'll skip the Sherry skill. Event skills could be relevant. Maybe. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be super relevant. So yeah, that is the beloved, basically. That is really exciting, amazing news. I am over the moon, so relieved to see Dryad Trentier. I'm really excited. Like, I've been looking forward to this event for years. I've been meticulously making sure that my orbs are I said orbs instead of gems. Never beating the Fire Emblem Heroes gacha player allegations, I suppose. I've kept my gems at max for literal years. I've got a plant deck on this plant support in trying to just rally the troops so that I can completely dominate this event. Like I've already been putting my feelers out trying to get tips and advice on how to 100% event because gonna be honest, the idea of doing that is a little scary, a little taxing, but I'm ready to rise to the challenge. I'm so excited. Like you guys have no idea. I feel like I just ingested a bunch of caffeine. Like I've had celebratory ice cream stashed in my refrigerator for like weeks, waiting for the Spectre news, and this is as good as it's gonna get until like the actual proper reveal. Like I'm completely happy to take this as a massive W. Like I am so excited. So yeah, I don't really have any amazing insights to give. I'm not the most competitive player. I'm just here to fawn over my husband. And I hope you guys have enjoyed me doing exactly that. So yeah, I've got stuff to look forward to. I will be obviously streaming the Spectre event whenever I can. I intend to eat, breathe, and sleep Duel Links for the entirety of this event. Like I am getting ready. I'm locking in. You have no idea. Like I've got my EXP boosters. I've got my that thing that breaks the dual orbs, which lets you refill the NPCs. I'm like so ready. You have no idea. So yeah, let's go. I think I've said my piece and then some. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. It's very sweet of you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Watch me live on Twitch.